It's all about living in this nothingness, knowing that polar opposites are still the exact same. Hot is cold, cold is hot. It's just a temperature, it's just extremes of the same thing. All it is a temperature. Living in this abundant universe, when dealing with not having anything monetarily, if that's what you focused on. This is where your spirituality is at. It's in the physical. Then you move to the spiritual. But if it's still in the physical, having nothing is like having it all. It's not about that specific money. It's just that frequency of money. Being thankful. If the water cold, take a shower. If it's hot, take a shower. If it's warm, take a shower. It's just a temperature. So that goes into just having peace. We are figments inside of this nothingness, which the nothing is the creator of all, and the nothing is fullness. So with this person having nothingness, they still full of this magnificent energy from the universe, from the nothingness, from the fullness, from the yang, polar opposites, but still just the same. Because all it was a choice that separated the so-called black and this white and this positive energy, negative, and it was a choice. But still, in the ultimate scheme or the ultimate timeline of it, is still beneficial to you at the end of the day. So is it truly, really bad or good, or is it just an event? It's just an event. It's not good or bad. It's just something that's there. It's all just for you to observe. We are observing ourselves. We are the universe observing itself. Once you create all this stuff, you create other beings and other perspectives in order to view your beauty. If you created something so beautiful, you beautiful, you fullness, you magnificent. Even if you don't have a word for none of that, you want something to experience you sometimes. Yeah, going out into the world is cool to be, ignored, but people still gonna notice you. Even if you wanted to be ignored, if you meant to be seen, it's gonna be seen. The universe might have didn't want it to technically be seen, but because it was so vast and so great, creation had to come from creation. How you gonna create all this stuff and can't and don't create something that can create? And observe and be aware of you. But yeah, coming from the nothing, I just thought that was so enlightening. You don't have to have it all. Just be thankful. And you always gonna have everything you're supposed to have because the universe is balanced. So you're always gonna be balanced with your feeling. That's why when you hold a specific feeling long enough, it's gonna become balanced there. You ain't gonna have no choice. The universe ain't gonna have no choice but to bring these things into your life because it's all about balance. If your mindset say you stuck in a frequency of this car and this thing that you want, it's up here, you're down here, but your mindset stay up here. You have to receive everything that's up at that frequency because it's balanced. That's that's why even when you up here, it's stuff trying to bring you back down here because it's trying to balance you back out. You want to be up here, your mindset saying, oh, I want this Ferrari, I want this. It's going to bring things into your reality because when you say you want the Ferrari, you want the Benz, you want this is at a frequency. It's a being just like you. Ain't happening in that timeline. Everything is happening at one time. So either he gonna have to move up or he gonna have to move down. But that reality is already occupied. So with you going up there, all you doing is lining your mind state with the things that they got going on till y'all fully infused. So of course his consciousness is feeling something coming in. And with him being so rich and powerful, he pushing that kind of stuff out of his mind. So you gotta think like how he thinking. He pushing all this negativity and stuff out of his mind. So when him pushing them frequencies out, he also pushing you back down. So with him sending out these frequencies of, because there might be things going on in his life that's saying either he gonna rise or he gonna be going down because nothing can stay stagnant. You see, when you get to that level, you're gonna want more, or you either gonna go down to you either excelling or you decaying. So either he gonna have the choice to excel, go to a higher level, or he gonna have to, I'm gonna have to replace, bro. And it's all gonna come down who wanted more. Or we can infuse, just like in Dragon Ball Z. Infusion, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, just stand in that frequency. Like I said, you're gonna start meeting certain people. It's gonna be certain challenges and stuff, but if you stay locked in, because it's all about staying locked in on that frequency. You can't think about no low vibrational negative stuff, because that person not thinking about that. He has everything that he could ever want, all the money, any girl, any car. When you're thinking like that, why would you care about anything? Just think like right now. You want that life, but then you looking into your 3D, girls don't want you. I ain't even just not taking myself out of it, taking you out of it. Just look at it from just an example. No girl wants you, everybody ignoring you, ain't got no car, all this shit going on. To where your 3D saying, yeah, we see that your mindset stand up there, I have this, I am that. But then your reality saying, you don't have that, you don't have that, you don't have it. So you seeing this. No. Just keep looking at things that keep you in that mindset. I don't care if there's motivational videos, looking at a picture of a specific car, anything that can take you to the high vibrational state of place. Let's say you want to go to this dream vacation beach and you want to live there. You have to put yourself in that realm just like that person is in the realm. Somebody who is at the beach every day is seeing a beach every day. They're hearing the beach every day. You can't skip a day without hearing the beach. You can't skip a day without viewing the beach or a beach sunset or seagull sounds. This is what you should be listening to. Because in order to, the physical is just an illusion. The main thing is third eye and ears, vibrational things. The eyes is just a receptor. It's not changing anything they do. It's just viewing it and putting it. Now when stuff start ringing in your ear, things of that sort, these are coming from things that are unviewable to the physical eyes, but they still there. This realm that you want to be in is there, just not physical to your eyes until you enough chain of events happen until these pixels can add up in your reality. That's why you have to stay up there and keep collecting. That's why you want to be a millionaire, listen to millionaires. What millionaires do, they hear mute, they listen to money, they hearing money all day, they talking about money, they driving the cars, the planes, do what you want to, screw everybody, I can buy what I want to do type energy. You should have the energy even before you have the millions, because in order to have the millions, you have to have that type of energy, because he built in a slower time. Let's just say we in the timeline to we know. In a slower timeline, he had to build it up, boom, 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 gain the confidence just to get this or go through some stuff. But if you could just jump straight to that feeling, you skipping all that stuff, and with you skipping a lot of those steps, your reality don't skip. You just went big breakthroughs happening. All of a sudden, getting big promotions, and maybe crushes start talking to you. It's just like big major things. You're like, whoa, this never happens. Yeah, it's because your mindset is stuck in that realm, in this 3D or this liquid realm that we in, which even if you look at a mirror, it's not physical. It's just a frozen liquid. That's what this is around you also, because it's just a frozen liquid. But with you standing to that mindset, it's going to start sending those waves, because all going through us right now is waves of potential. And the only time it stays stuck is when we're observing it. But what are you observing it based on? What your mindset is when you're observing something. So yeah, this is a wave of potential. You could be in reality, but what point are you fixed on? Just think of reality as like a whole lot of dots around you. You fixed on all these dots at the same time. It's waves. Boom, 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 boom. The longer you can stay in that point, keep that point, those points, those infinite points on this specific thing that you want, it has no choice but to wave into your realm and wave its way into it. And then you will find it on the floor, you will find it somewhere, because all it is a wave of potential, and you keeping that at your top radar, staying fixated on it. It's just like a train at a far distance. If you're looking at a train, you can't even see the train. It look like a little point at one point. As the train gets closer to you, Now you can see this a train. Now it's loud. Now you can hear the chicka chicka chicka. But at first it was just a point of potential. Yeah, it might be a train. It might be somebody just locomotive. It might not even be moving. You might just see a dot down there. You don't know. It only gonna start moving towards you the longer you stay. Let's say you looking at you like, oh, I ain't worried about it. You walk off, you won't never know what it was. It's still gonna present itself as that, ultimate possibility turns into fact once observed. Maybe you don't see it. Maybe it's a bird flying over. It's still getting observed by something. Maybe the bird don't see it, but it's still getting observed in that, potential. But as long as you walk off, you won't. It's all up to you to determine what that might have been at the same time. But if you stay fixed on it, that's why people leave stuff that they could have. Maybe that's a big old train coming with $1 million on it, but you impatient, so you walk off. I don't know. I need some money. I gotta walk. I'm too in the rush. I gotta go do something else. Maybe you're finna be a pile of money fall off there on the side of the train. But all you had to do is see the intuition told you to wait and see what that was, but you decided to go against intuition and go based on physical reality. So you looked at the physical didn't have that money there, so you walked off. But if you would have listened to your intuition, which is spiritual energy, said, wait, find out what this is. It might have just been a dry idea. See what kind of train this is. Sometimes I like to look at the drawings that be on trains, because people put, sometimes graffiti and just different stuff on trains. So it's just like, that might be important to somebody, but I don't know. It's just always listen to your intuition and follow your intuition, and don't second guess your intuition. It's very powerful right now. Very, very powerful. Like, it's literally, somebody literally texted me. I don't even look at the text. I texted them 2 minutes. I called them 2 minutes later. Like, I don't have to hear physically what people say right now. The energy is so high in this, and the people who really tapped in right now, who doing what they're supposed to do, doing the work, staying locked in on, becoming the greatest version of themselves. As long as you want to be the greatest version of yourself, like I said, you think about that every day, you're gonna become him. And before you know it, your reality gonna be changed before people's eyes. Stuff that would take them years to do, it'll take you months. And then that's when people gonna know he moving with God. But with moving with God, you're just looking at a more fulfilled life and a more positive life. So the more you stay focused on that, the more reality gonna change for you. Some people be saying they believe in this stuff, but I feel like they truly don't believe. And even if they did believe, they look at too much negativity for their reality to switch to that godliness frequency. Because you can't be saying God this and God this. God is good. God is fullness. God is the nothingness, which is the fullness, which is peace, which is also chaos and all this kind of stuff. It's all that and more. So you still have to be looking at the goodness in the world. A lot of people that see too much of the bad, they don't see enough of the goodness. It's all about balance. I feel like people be more into the negative than into the good. That's just me personally. Which they already know that anyway. This is a realm of, negativity pushed way harder. You see way more negativity on the news than good. But it's all about what you're looking at too. Which, yeah, if you're on the TV, you know what they pushing, because that's agenda based. With these days, we have the choice to pick what we actually have in front of our retinas. You don't have to look at that stuff. You can choose to look at a motivational video. You can look at, it don't even have to be motivational. Like, people always look at it like, oh, it's motivational, it's boring and stuff like this. How can be talking about mansions and planes and doing whatever you want to, traveling where you want to, financial freedom, buying these businesses? How could that ever be boring? But it starts with spirituality. It starts with knowing thyself and knowing what you truly want so that you can create it. But people don't want to take the time. They want to do what's comfortable. What's comfortable is getting pushed by the elites, which in this physical realm, which are the, we can go on all day about that. If you know. I ain't got to put that out there right now. That ain't what this video is about. It's about you staying in the correct mindset until you get exactly what you want. Then don't look at it at a money. Skip the money part. Money is just energy. Skip the money. What do you really want? Stay fixated on that, not the money, not how you gonna get it, not where it's gonna come from. You meet people every day. You can meet somebody tomorrow, just love the way you dress and be like, I want to make you a model. It can happen. It happens to people all the time. You just have to, do you want to be a model? Yeah, it's not going to happen to you because that's not what you want to be. What do you truly want? And then align, keep it. It ain't even about what do your heart say that you want. Stay fixated on them. I'm telling you, you're going to get it. And allow God to use you. Like some people, we have to stay open to the divine guidance. Some people, they knew what they wanted to be since they was so-and-so age. Some people, it's fixated on what God say, and that stuff be changing. The plan change sometimes. It just depends on what be going on. But that's why we have to listen to the signs more. Like sometimes you have to go to the strip club. Sometimes you have to go to these jobs in order to show how God can upgrade your life so you can be a testament for these people. But if you never go into these rooms, you won't better do God's work. So that's why also when you're working for the Most High, you have to also be fluid like water and to be able to adapt and just know that it's all part of the plan at the end of the day. And just be at peace with where you are and doing it to the best of your ability because you know that you're doing it for God, the universe, the nothingness, the fullness. Peace. Ashe. Till next time, family. I love each and every one of y'all. Go make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. For sure. Hype this mud up. Yeah.